All right, we're back. Circling Back podcast coming to you live from the Wash Media HQ in Austin, Texas. My name's Will DeFries. My left, David Ruff.
So, a lot of people after this show today are going to be like, man, Dave was kind of refreshed. He was on one. What's going on? What's he doing differently? What's his secret? What makes him tick? I'm going to give you a glimpse. I'm going to pull the Dave curtain back. This is me grabbing the beef curtain because, of course, I have custom-made Arby's beef curtains in my home.
Too early for that.
Pulling it back.
Too Monday for that.
Here's the deal. I'm a sleeping mask guy now. I wear a mask to sleep. Okay?
Is it green?
It's blue.
Does it cover your entire head?
You wear a sleep mask.
Do you wear a yellow suit with it too?
I do.
That's crazy.
Oh, you doing? Wait, who are we talking? The Riddler?
I was doing the mask.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You familiar with
Sorry.
Jim Carrey's The Mask?
You wearing a sleep mask.
The Riddler, also Jim Carrey, yes.
Confusing.
Yeah, but the Riddler doesn't wear a yellow suit.
His light has no chance of getting in.
Right. I am now. I got Alyssa a present for Christmas that came with like a complimentary sleep mask, and she doesn't want it, or she can't really use it because she's got.
Did you
a
at least put it in
newborn.
a stocking to act like you
I did.
bought it?
I did.
Okay.
And I've been using it, and it's quite delightful. So that's number one reason why I'm very refreshed today. Number two, real quick, complete vindication. And these guys may not remember it. Randy probably doesn't, although we may have talked about it on a previous podcast called Touching Base, our old show.
I also have some vindication, but go ahead.
Thanks. I got widely roasted for a time in the Grand X bullpen, a number of times actually, for my absolute adoration of a stand-up comedian
Cat.
by the name of Cat Williams.
Yeah.
And if you've been anywhere near the internet over the last 5 or 6 days, you know Cat Williams and Shannon Sharp have put together what might end up being the highest listened to podcast of all time. And everyone's pointing out how great Cat Williams is. And I got so flamed at Grand X for liking Cat Williams, not necessarily by y'all, but mainly by Dan.
No, by me
and
too.
Co. You too.
Yeah.
And y'all are so wrong. And that's such a bad take.
But like at the time when you were championing Cat Williams, this was at a time where he was getting beat up by middle schoolers and stuff. So like
he still made Pimp Chronicles.
I guess you do get vindication for that. But we like at the time in history, I wanted to be on one side of that.
I stand by my take.
Every clip,
my roasting.
Every clip from the Shannon Sharp episode has been laugh out loud funny.
I haven't seen it. I don't even know what you're talking about.
Absolutely hilarious.
I don't know how I missed it.
It's just not in your algo, dude.
I have to say that's the most shocking thing I've heard today.
It's because you muted Cat
Club
Williams.
Shay Shay?
I haven't seen any of this.
It's been everywhere.
Okay.
But
who's
not your TL.
What's the podcast?
Club Shay Shay?
It's hosted by Cat?
No, he was a guest on Shannon Sharp's pod.
Oh, it's Shannon Sharp's pod.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he basically just goes in and it's one big steam room. It's basically like, hey man, how many people can you just flamethrow right now?
How many people can you just tank for absolutely no reason?
I mean, no one is safe.
Okay. Look, I'm always open-minded. I will change my mind if it deserves.
I don't know if you're gonna watch it and be like, oh, I now think Cat Williams is funny, but it is funny to see people acknowledging, dude, how great his run was, specifically Pimp Chronicles.
His brand of stand-up is not. It's not. I'm not on that wave. That's all. It's not my brand of humor.
He gained a fan over the weekend.
Okay.
He gained a fan. But Dave, you have to understand, he was getting beat up by middle schoolers.
Yeah, that's a bad look.
Look, I can't jump off when just because he's at his lowest. You know, if you can't,
right.
If you don't love him at his lowest, you don't deserve him at his best.
Yes, that's fair. That's fair.
Well said.
Maybe I don't. Maybe I don't deserve him.
Elizabeth Taylor.
That was good.
You're more of a Joe Coy guy.
I don't.
That's your stand-up.
Joe Coy? Fuck's that?
There's a line in the sand right now between people who watch football and people who watch award shows, and I'm on one side and you're on the other side. Joe Coy hosted the Golden Globes last night, and boy, oh boy, did it not go well.
Really?
He just wasn't funny.
Yeesh.
He went off. Apparently, I've seen some of the writers tweeting. I know we're going to talk about this. I'll save it, but he apparently went off script.
Joe
started
Coy.
freestyle.
Yeah, there was one writer that was like, "Yeah, he's just shitting on my jokes right now," and I want to be like, if you are the writer of that joke, you should probably not be putting it on your
I was
Twitter.
going to say,
Joe
man,
Coy.
Yeah.
I want to lay low.
Dylan Shivery, ladies and gentlemen,
Hey guys,
The realest motherfucker in the building.
That's right. You know me. Just real. Randy, tell him how real I am.
I don't know. I tried tweeting about it.
God, you're such a baby.
Hey, what was the tweet? I missed it.
Okay, we got to provide some context first. So, Tiffany Gomez, the plane lady.
Are we sure it's all right?
I don't know how to say her last name. The plane lady.
We'll figure it out eventually.
She apparently was trying to get someone to go with her to the Cowboys game this weekend. Playoffs.
Oh.
And she tweeted at Hank from Barstool, and he's busy. So someone tagged me. He's like, hey, how about this guy? He already lives in Texas. It was me. Had a little back and forth on Twitter. Not a big deal at all. Trying to play it cool. Randy hops in there with a tweet. He said something about how this is the realest motherfucker or something
I
like
said that now there is because he tweeted with his hat. I said now there is a motherfucker that is real, which was the exact thing that Will said to DM her.
It's different to DM it.
Yeah, Will didn't actually do it though, did he?
And so
it had 39 views by the time Dylan was jumping down my throat to delete it.
No, he didn't jump down your throat.
In the group chat, I said, "Oh, Randy ruined it. They were scared her away." I was just joking.
away.
I almost deleted my Twitter.
Randy panics and like deletes it. Like, "Oh, okay, well, I'm sorry, you know, like, dude, calm down."
Randy did what we thought that he would do in this situation, and he walked up like Willy Wonka and did like the roll and pulled off his hat.
Yeah.
And that's how he introduced himself to Tiffany.
And Dylan swatted me out of the gym.
No, I didn't. I was being playful. I was also like in bed sick, like barely looking at my phone. Anyway, she did follow me on Instagram as well as Twitter.
Are you team follow back?
I did follow her back on Instagram. So we'll see what happens.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. I got a ton of sleep over the weekend on account of not leaving my bed for a long time. And I still don't feel great. So,
Yeah, why are you here?
I don't know. Should I not be?
You can leave now. We could bring bread in. Once you get some
I don't
bagel.
feel great. I don't feel great. I could stay home, but you know what? I'm married to the game. So I'm here.
Here's a guy who's here.
Can I just do a real brief segment real quick? Maybe throw it back to something that we used to do.
Throw it back.
Shit.
Expose it.
Are you gonna circle back? Oh, okay. Who?
So, usually when we are sitting down to record, we have a little routine.
Oh no.
We'll all sit down, get plugged in. We'll do some checks. We'll make sure that everything's firing. Randy will remind me to turn up his mic because it's all about Randy. And so I'll turn up Randy's mic. He'll do his mic check. He'll tip of a cap, everything. And then usually some tinkies need to get gotten off,
Yeah.
You don't want to have to pee in the middle of the episode. I have coffee right here.
Did someone pee on the rim or something?
So I hear Randy going to the bathroom, and that's fine. He can go in the bathroom.
How's that stream
I'm
sound?
not gonna tell people they can't go to the bathroom at the office. That's an insane thing to tell someone.
That'd be weird.
And so
This is going.
and so I walk into the bathroom to go take my tinky. You know me. I'm a sit down boy. I'm not trying to. My legs are tired from skiing all weekend. I got to go sit down. And he's a responsible guy. He puts the seat down. I lift the seat up. And apparently we're if it's yellow, stay mellow company these days.
I'm looking back at it. I definitely didn't flush. That's my bad.
Wow, not a flushy boy.
I didn't mean to. I just got distracted. I'm on my goofy shit today.
Oh, he's on his goofy shit today.
You forgot to flush the
The
toilet.
allergies, man, made me forget.
The allergies made you forget to flush.
I was too focused on washing my hands, which I did do.
At least you did that.
I bet you just ran the water for a few seconds.
Okay, did you mix your pee or did you flush and then pee?
Yeah, because I do stand the environment. I sat down and
Hell
mixed.
yeah, that's frat.
Yeah, I didn't want to, but
It's not frat.
at the same time, like
It's definitely not frat.
Yeah,
It's not
that's not
frat.
that frat, dude.
It's not frat.
It's really not.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had a biology teacher who was very adamant about if it's yellow, stay mellow. If it's brown, flush it down. And I just never obeyed that.
Nah.
Not for me.
I don't like looking at that pee-pee.
Nah, you can't make a stew like that and just let it sit there.
Hey, Big Wash Media News. The bagel place across the street is officially open.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited. Coffee too, by the way.
I think it took so long because they were actually building a pipeline from New York.
I know. It took way too long. Well, I got nervous. Last Friday, the truck was gone. I don't know if he told you that or not.
Did it get stolen?
Well, apparently not.
Got
because
hijacked?
It's now back. Maybe they had to do an inspection or something. I'll go maybe stock up on supplies. I don't know. But it's back and they're open. Huge.
Will, after you expose me, can I vindicate myself really quickly?
No.
About something else? So before
Randy
Christmas, listener voicemails, Dave said, put put out there to have everyone send me a bunch of memes. I didn't realize that this was happening, and I liked every single one of them before I even said that, Dave. So what do you think about that?
All right. When does the vindication come into play?
As in, you said that I wasn't a man of my word, and I liked every meme.
Well, you're kind of a jerk now because you've been sending me memes at a similar cadence to what you were used to sending me memes on, and I've been responding to every single one of yours, Randy, and you seem to be not happy with my responses.
It's because you're going over the top, and you know what you're doing. You'll say like something like, "Wow, this is the best meme ever, Randy. Thanks for sending it."
What? Do you want my response or not?
Let the boy
You don't
respond.
know how I respond to people's memes all the time.
So wait, you're exposing me?
Yes, you thought I wasn't going to respond to all the memes, and I have.
Hearting it is such a pat on the head, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, good meme.
This is great, yo.
Good meme.
That's what I see when someone hearts my meme.
Yeah.
I'm glad people are doing
A
it.
heart in the Instagram DMs for a meme it just is so hollow to me.
Yeah, it is.
If you get a haha in a group chat, like that means that it was actually something funny. But if you get a heart on something, that just means like, hey, I saw it. It wasn't funny enough for me to formulate a response to, and now I'm moving on.
This is me letting you know that I did see your message.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you. That's all I need.
Sometimes I'll hit you with a wow, and it can be read like two ways, like wow or wow.
If it's
And
not
leave it up to you to interpret.
If it's funny but not that funny, sometimes I'll just hit it with like a LMAO. I'm just kind of like, okay.
I think you've done that to me before.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I've been sending a lot of memes to you guys lately, though. I've really upped my meme sharing game.
You sent me one that I didn't see for a couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And I felt so I left it alone. I didn't want to. I would have felt bad responding to it after 2 days.
Dude, hey Dylan, I don't check receipts on the memes that I send. I know what I'm sending is fire, and I know that you're probably laughing too hard to actually respond to me.
Right.
And so that's fine.
Yeah.
You know, I'm also sending most of the stuff I send you is like stuff that like probably isn't something I want to retweet on the TL.
You sent me something because like there's a guy named Cole Campbell.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, okay.
Yeah, dude. There's a new soccer player named Cole Campbell. He's good looking.
That's sick.
Yeah.
Does he have his own empire?
He might. He might.
He's got a full studio in his grandma's guest room.
Mm-hmm.
And celebrates bubble butt baddies.
Mm-hmm.
Got some important announcements to get out of the way. Tomorrow, Touching Based, a conspiracy podcast. I'm gonna do a little call to action for the listeners out there. If you have any conspiracies that we haven't covered at this point, send them our way. I'm very open to hearing about some conspiracies that maybe we didn't even know about. But,
Did you see what happened in Miami?
The party in the city where the heat is on? The city that's famously sinking?
Randy, you saw Miami, right?
Aliens or maybe kids with fireworks. Who knows?
Maybe we'll talk about it tomorrow. It's not really worth getting into, but some stuff went down in Miami, and people are talking.
Well, you can sign up on Patreon, patreon.com/circlingbackpodcast. It's also linked with Spotify at this point, so go make sure that happens. And if you want to leave us a voicemail, 888-618-4422. If you want to read our newsletter, washed.substack.com. And if you want to watch all these episodes, youtube.com/circlingback. Major announcement on the Roback front. Backer 20 gets you 20% off. But there's only larges left of the Wilmont's Polo. So if you want one, it's about to be warm outside. It's about to be moisture wicking season. We're easing out sooner than later from QZ season. It's going to be moisture wicking season. So go get your Wilmont's Polo. What, Randy?
Sure. Half the country is like 4 more months before it's like polo
We have a
season.
large listenership in
trying to get
Austin,
rid of
Texas, and the greater state of
It's
Texas, Randy.
January.
There are 33 left. 33.
Larry Bird jersey, 33.
Larges, that is. Every other size is gone.
Bye-bye.
A lot of short kings, huh?
33 left, David.
Or just, in shape.
Sure.
But we might just have, mediums fit all different shapes and sizes.
It's true.
My brother-in-law's like 6'4", rocks a medium.
Really?
Blew my mind, too.
True?
No.
Oh,
Dream 6'4".
Oh, dude, his biceps can't fit in a medium. Are you kidding me, dog?
that's a good point.
Fuck that guy.
Ooh, is it time? Just relax, dude. What?
Somebody watch Saltburn.
I have not seen Saltburn.
It's this weekend in fun.
Ooh, is it time to talk Lucy?
In the sky with diamonds?
You tried these breakers yet, Dave?
You know I'm a gum boy. You know this.
You know they're upping the nicotine pouch game with breakers.
Is that why you renamed our group chat the Gum Squad?
Yeah, that's exactly it.
You know how if you do a pouch, sometimes the nicotine doesn't hit immediately, or the flavor for that matter. Well, the geniuses at Lucy came up with a brilliant way to fix both of those problems. They put a mini liquid capsule inside the breaker's pouch. It's a lot of fun. You put it in your mouth and you bite down and you feel it pop. It's actually like feels cool.
Can I do an impression?
Yeah.
I'm the ball. Okay.
Okay, give me like a physical rendering of what it looks like. Like you are the pouch, or you are the little ball thing.
Okay.
Oh, dude.
Yeah. Whoa, it's slinking down.
That's also kind of how you feel when it hits, too.
In like a good way.
Yeah. Yeah. Increases your focus. You just become alert. You know? Dave?
Look, pull back the curtain again. We're waiting on a package from them, and I have been champing at the bit.
Yes.
I want to be chomping down on some of this gum pretty soon.
You pre-chomped with the champ.
I champed the chomp.
The breakers come in 4 or 8 milligram pouches, and of course, they're completely tobacco-free, 100% pure nicotine, and 6 delicious flavors. They have a couple unique ones, apple ice and espresso, which I haven't tried the espresso yet. The apple ice is very good.
Ooh.
And of course, you have the staples like mint or mango.
This dude hasn't tried the Bing Bong one. What's his problem?
I haven't seen one.
I thought you were the Bing Bong guy.
I think we actually requested the Bing Bong one to be sent, so hopefully they send that to us. Love these things. It's the perfect amount to just kind of get you going. You know, I like the 4 milligram. Dave likes the 2 milligram gum, as he said, kind of a soft boy, and that's okay.
I can tell when you've got one in, man. Like, cause you're just a more dialed guy.
That's right.
You're like, I mean, you're a fiend in those DMs.
They've been calling Dave. Never mind.
What have they been calling me?
I was going to say Stiffany Gummis.
That's good. Break up with your dusty gas station pouches and go to lucy.co/steam and use promo code STEAM to get 20% off your first order. Lucy offers free shipping and has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. That's lucy.co and use code STEAM to get 20% off and always free shipping. And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Okay, read over. Hold on a sec. Is the joke here that I'm just walking around stiff? Like,
well, it was more of a play on Dylan's girlfriend's name.
Okay, I was okay.
We're kind of a hot item.
It's hard to rhyme anything with Tiffany.
Stiffany does work.
Stiffany works.
It's kind of the only thing, really.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or you catch me on Slack, I'm Jiffany.
No, I don't like that.
You don't like that as much?
No, I don't like that.
One time,
You could be Giffany,
Yeah.
but not
No,
Jiffany.
you're not a gift.
Are you a hard G guy too?
Oh, yeah, of course
Let's
I
fucking
am.
ride.
Oh.
See, the computer dork, he's also a hard G
the computer
guy.
dork.
Think
why?
about
Okay,
it.
why do we trust the computer dork and not the guy who came up with it?
Because you can't name shit.
Because that's the
you come
computer
up with
dork
it.
dork.
I hate it when people name stuff after themselves or after whatever they want.
The G, it's an acronym and it's graphic with a hard G.
Oh my God.
Just saying.
Okay, yeah. So I'll take a gin and tonic, please.
Okay.
Oh,
Got real quiet after
Did you
that,
get a lot
didn't
of GIFs for Christmas? Were you giving out GIFs all over the place?
Oh, you just dunked on your shit, dog.
That's not a response to what he said.
I don't know.
It is. Santa come down to your chimney and give you a gift?
Oh,
Leave it at the tree with care?
dude,
Dylan,
Randy's just hanging from the rim
What the
right
fuck
now.
did you do this weekend, dog?
None of this applies.
I'll tell you what I did. Little Friday golf round. Went out to UT Golf Club with Dave and with Brett and with our friend Blaine.
Blake.
Here, let me get my phone so I can see what score you registered in your handicap.
Dude,
you probably saw mine.
My game
Wasn't good.
is still trash.
Hey, conditions were tough.
Were they?
The greens were very tough.
The greens were tough. But I'm more concerned about just trying to get off the tee, which I did once, I think. My game is still trash. Beautiful day. Weather was great. Company was okay.
It's crazy that your game isn't good considering you play once every 6 months.
I know. Yeah, that's a
You'd
good
think it'd
point.
be a little saltier.
Yeah, so I had a good time, man. It's nice out there.
You know, you were saying that you were talking about the last time you played or picked up a club. You were actually wrong because remember how well you played on pretend golf? Our little pretend golf video we did over at Rock Golf.
That's true. Yeah,
You were actually pretty good.
yeah, well, I wasn't bad. Anyway, did that Friday. Saturday, I woke up feeling pretty poorly. little under the weather. I don't cedar fever, maybe. I'm not sure. It might have something to do with the golf that I played. Just another reason why I shouldn't play.
It's pronounced cedar.
And so I spent the entirety of Saturday, which was a beautiful weather day, by the way, in bed. I got out of bed to eat and use the restroom, and that was pretty much it.
Did you watch Saltburn?
No, I didn't. I'm working my way through Fargo still. I skipped season 3. I'm on season 4 with Chris Rock. It's pretty good. And Sunday, also pretty sick. I had Parks back. We played a little baseball. Probably shouldn't have done that. Didn't feel great afterward. It's still sick. And it's just kind of a shitty weekend on the feeling good front.
Okay.
And that's it, man. But I'm happy to be back in the stew.
If you get us sick, I'm going to be really upset.
Yeah.
I don't want to get y'all sick. You can make me go home if you want.
You know your boy. You know, post bachelor party, like your immune system is just not firing like it used to be.
If y'all want to kick me out of here, feel free. I'm probably like 85%.
Did you get a thermometer and put it up your butt?
Yeah. What'd that keister say?
I'm probably 85% right.
What's the temp? Did you take a temp?
I didn't take a temp. I didn't feel like my temp was off though. You know, you can tell.
Sean Temp over here.
Yeah. Anyway, that concludes my weekend in fun.
Throw David the rock. Catch the rock.
I just gave him a hook pass. I don't know why I did that. You don't see those too often.
I'll put it back. Randy, stop. Yeah, we had a nice round of golf. The highlight of the morning for me was when Brett had been calling Blaine, who was hosting us by the name Blake, for about the first 4 or 5 holes. Realized it, then came over to our cart and did like the hand up on the top, like apologize thing. That was my favorite moment.
What an idiot.
Yeah. It was.
I can just picture it.
That's our biz
I got
dev
a photo
guy,
actually.
That's our biz dev guy.
Yeah. That's our biz dev guy.
Shaking my head.
We did our 4th Christmas Saturday. Had my brother-in-law, his family came down, did a nice cheese board, picked up some Pine House pizza. You guys familiar with this?
Don't gloss over the cheese board. What was on that thing?
Oh, a little boar's head, sliced up sausage, some big pepperonis,
Gabagool?
some salami, some prosciutto, gabagool. You know, the
Say it
staple.
like that.
Do you think the cart girl ended up getting the gabagool at Juliet Saturday or Sunday?
She answered your question like she knew exactly what was going on. She had no idea what
People
you were
are still
talking
going
about.
to Juliet.
She went.
There was
Okay.
one. There's one up north apparently that they were going to.
Okay.
It was
In
her
the
birthday.
Arboretum.
Did you end up sending a bottle to her table?
Yeah,
You did?
I sent Mom's over.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No, I didn't send him any.
Do you have any mums?
We were like the highlight of their day because there was nobody on that course except for there was a lot of olds out there.
They were fucking with our shit for sure.
Yeah. Did you get in the ad? You get the ad? You were asking for the ad. Did you get the ad?
I did not ask for the ad.
Saturday night, just low key. Yesterday, low key. A very low key weekend. Great weekend. Been doing a thing with my dog. I want to get him in. He's not overweight, but I could see him getting overweight. So we're now doing walk/jogs, modifieds, and he's pretty good. He's like enjoying them. So I've been doing. If you're in my neighborhood and you see me doing like some real half-ass jogging, it's not for me. It's for him.
Have you considered just giving your dog Ozempic?
Well, we looked at it and some of the long-term effects, particularly on the gallbladder. Like we have not. Do they have dog Ozempic?
I don't know.
No, I just been showing him David Goggins' Instagram videos.
That's good.
I'm like, dude, you don't need Ozempic. Just watch Goggins.
Yeah, why don't you just get a rucksack for the dog?
That's a great point. More like a rough sack.
Yeah, we're putting ankle weights on Rosie.
Speaking of, did you see White Lotus cast came out?
Yeah.
This has nothing to do with my weekend, but I probably
it's whatever.
Woody Harrelson,
Yeah. Like
Piper Posey.
I don't know. See, I think my issue is that I haven't seen a lot of things that some of the cast has been in, and so I'm just not as excited as I was for like last season. I was also mad that my theory didn't come true, that Connie Britton and Megan Fahey were actually sisters, and they were going to return for this season.
Maybe
that
they
was my
could
big
sneak
hope.
that in like a subplot.
Yeah, maybe they could. But they said they were going to be recurring characters, so I'm excited to see who will be recurring.
What if they just did White Lotus season 4 and it's just at a Bass Pro Shop?
Stop.
Like the entire thing.
Yeah. Wait, where's this one taking place?
Thailand?
Yeah, I think Thailand. That's why they
Sick.
teased. That's why they teased it at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like a good tease.
I don't know if there's any. Do you?
Laid low, man. I think you had the best weekend of all of us.
Headed over to the airport around noon Thursday. Got on a flight to Denver. Nothing like the buzz at the gate with the lads before bachelor party.
It's all time, man.
It's just I got called out at security by one of the guys, and it was like, oh yeah, we're all here.
Showing up to the place and dropping your bags is it overtakes the first buzz though.
Yep. So we got to Denver. We did the 2-hour trek up to down to Breckenridge, and it was an enjoyable time. The house we stayed in was absolutely incredible. I absolutely lucked out on a room. A bunch of people were going upstairs to drop their bags. There's like a bunk room upstairs with numerous beds. Then people were on the main floor dropping their bags, and suddenly I got to the point where I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be ugly for me. I might have to sleep on a couch somewhere or something because I didn't want to sleep. I didn't want to. I'm likely to snore if I've had something to drink. I didn't want to ruin anyone's trip, you know. And so I went downstairs and I found just a king size bed in the basement, and so I just posted up there. My room was Africa themed.
Fuck yeah.
Pretty cool. Pretty
That is
cool. Breckenridge, what a city, what a town.
Was your flight loaded with people going to the bachelor party?
It was only 4 of us, and we
Which is pretty
didn't
good.
all sit next to each other. I did put Phil from Grand X fame, Club Cool fame. I did put him in the exit row just in case that seat got sucked out.
Yeah.
We had a hungover guy sit between us, though. I thought we were going to be able to do the thing where if he and I engaged with each other enough while people were boarding, that nobody would try to sit in between us. And at the last minute, the last person boarding the plane was like, "Hey, can I sit there?" This guy was hungover. He went to the bathroom mid-flight and disappeared for about 30 minutes. So I was worried that he maybe died or something.
You thought he got sucked out.
He returns back with a water and a vodka soda with the bottle of vodka, the little mini bottle, still sticking out of the vodka soda. He sat there and he stared at the vodka soda until the flight attendant came by with a trash bag to clear out all the final trash from the flight. He just stared at it, and then once the person came by, he just chugged it. And I was like, this guy is down bad.
Wait,
Oh
so
my
did you
God.
make conversation with him?
No. He actually looked a lot like he could have been brothers with Broski from Love Island. What was his name?
Oh,
You know who I'm talking about.
tall, handsome feller.
The big guy.
Yeah, I can't think of his name.
Yeah,
like Kevin.
it looked like the Russian doll version of him.
Okay.
So wait, I'm trying to think. So he wasn't sure how that was going to sit. So he's like, I'm going to wait till the last possible second. And if this gets me right, it gets me right.
Yeah. He immediately hopped on a call, a business call, the second we touched down. So I was like, okay, this thing got him right. He's in a good spot.
Oh.
But Breckenridge, dude. Yeah, the boys were just skiing. Little border action too. I will say that your boys' knees cannot handle moguls like they used to.
I don't fuck with moguls.
No, I
man.
don't freak with them, dude.
How
I
are the
don't-
quads?
The quads have been better. The main issue for me was I had shin splints on Saturday when I woke up after the first day of skiing. Hit that mini Theragun. I'm not going to tell any tales out of school. It was a good bachelor party because we're all old, and so no one could really stay up past like 1 a.m. But Barrett, the bachelor, co-host of Retail Therapy, he did a move that I've never seen anyone do before. He was pretty torched after the group dinner on Friday night. Nice steakhouse. Your boy ordered some elk chops.
Oh yeah.
Very happy with that. And Barrett wanted to go back to the house and have a party at the house. And so everyone started calling Ubers at the bar. And Barrett, instead of joining an Uber with everybody else, he just called his own Uber and just rode home alone. But as he was exiting the bar, he was putting his jacket on and he was just looking toward the door. He wasn't looking at the people while he was talking to them. But he just walked by and he was just pointing at people going, "You're hot, you're hot, you're hot. I'm hot, you're hot, you're hot." Just
What?
hyping people up, walked straight to the Uber, got out of there. I returned home and he was nowhere to be found. He was just in bed. So.
Were these people he knew?
No, he didn't even look at them. He was just hyping people
I've
up.
never seen Barrett that way.
It was
before.
so good. It was my MVP move of the trip. I just love that he was gassing up random.
Were they actually hot?
I don't know.
Doesn't matter.
The ratio in the bar was about 90% dudes, 10% girls. So
Fuck yeah.
not
Just
saying you can't be
vibes.
hot if you're a dude. There
All
were
the
probably hot
vibes.
dudes there.
Wow.
But yeah. The après ski bar situation was just beautiful.
What's that bar called?
T-bar.
Oh yeah, that looked great.
We hit T-bar. Fireball was just flowing like wine.
Any Guinness?
I had one single Guinness over the trip, and it was served in a normal pint glass with about this much foam on top of it. So I retired from Guinness. I drank light beers all trip.
Okay.
I didn't want to be a sniffle boy off my IPA grind, so I just absolutely hit those light beers.
You want to be a sniffle boy.
You know how I get sniffly off those IPAs, dude?
Dylan
I had
was a
one
little
Odell
sniffly.
IPA. I love the Odell IPA, so when I saw it on draft at the Opry spot, I hit it. But I have to say, very, very proud of the entire squad on this bachelor party. Everybody was in good shape going to the airport yesterday. If you want to look up some of the worst airport video or photos you could ever see, just search Denver Airport on Twitter right now, and you can just see bags just stacked to the ceiling.
That was awful.
The Denver Airport, after your segment on touching base, spending some time in the Denver Airport, that place is fucked up.
Isn't it?
Lucifer is the most unnecessary statue I've ever seen in my entire life.
The artwork in there is really wild.
They've gotten rid of the very Nazi-adjacent artwork.
Oh, they have?
I think they at least got rid of one of them. I didn't see that. But
So you did not see it?
no. Dude, that's the most appropriate Nazi joke you can make.
Yeah.
But, yeah, Breckenridge, dude.
Where did you rank on the hierarchy of skiers?
I don't really know. We were all pretty good. Barrett really impressed me with his snowboard skills. He was very, very good.
Of course, he's a boarder.
That's cute that he's a boarder.
He was good though. Like he was taking some liberties and taking some lines down the hill that I was like, oh, I'm not going to do that.
You did lines
I'll
on
ruin
the
my
hill?
knee. No illegal drugs were consumed on this trip.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any illegal drugs?
Giving off narc vibes back there, bud.
I smoked a solo joint in the hot tub after everyone went to bed on Friday night.
That rocks. Joints are cool.
We had it, and I was like, you know what?
Dude,
I'm awake right now. Sleeping in altitude's not that easy, so I was like, I'm gonna see if I can just put myself into a hole right now, and it worked. I slept like an absolute baby.
Yeah, you got 2 kids. You don't really have that many opportunities just to like smoke a joint in a hot tub.
Yeah.
Did you bring any weight back?
No weight was brought back. No weight. It was left for the cleaning crew at the house.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often does that happen? Cleaning crews just like clean up on that.
They have to, right?
Oh yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
They have to. Yeah, I thought about like throwing it out just to like not get in trouble with the house people, but I was like, no, the cleaning crew will appreciate this.
Did anybody boof anything?
No boofing. No. When I learned that when 80% of the bachelor party has kids, it really condenses the time that you have in order to like binge drink because no one's staying up till 4 a.m.
Right.
There was no one there with like a brand new kid who was just ready to let it rip because they had been like at home for a long time, and so it was good. It was good. Not looking forward to that Splitwise notification coming through later today. Though. Ooh-wee.
You need to go live when it comes through.
Unfortunately, I don't have any expenses to add to that Splitwise, so it's all just negative for me. That's okay though. That's okay. What a weekend.
Yeah.
I was drinking so many light beers, they're actually calling me the Draft King.
Wow.
Yeah, dude.
That's sick, dude.
Mm-hmm. You guys familiar with DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs?
Absolutely.
They're bringing you an offer to help make the playoffs electrifying.
Wow.
New customers can bet $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. I don't know. Maybe you want to do a little sprinkle on the Lions.
You want to sprinkle?
I don't know. People are wondering if Matt Stafford's going to tank because he wants the Lions to be successful. I mean, I might sprinkle a little bit. The line's been hovering between 4.5 and 5.5. Who knows?
I'm looking at this Cowboys-Packers line. Looks like Cowboys laying 7.5 at home.
Cowboys are going to
That's a
absolutely
big line.
BF the
Dude.
Packers.
J Love is not terrible, man.
I know.
Turns out.
Don't call him J Love.
Turns out.
Like you've been following him forever.
What, we're going to sit here and act like the Cowboys aren't just like elite right now?
They look hot and then they look cold, man. I don't know what to think of them.
Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code WASH. New customers can bet just $5 and get $200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code WASHED. The crown is yours. If you have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.1800gambler.net. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-78 97777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, 21 plus age varies by jurisdiction, void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 160 hours after issuance. See dkng.com/football for eligibility and deposit restrictions, terms, and responsible gaming resources.
All right, guys, what do we miss?
No, the radio was making the Kurt Angle meme face at me, and it was like
the day did it back to me.
it like applied. All right, officially read done here. Interstitial, confusing URL www.1800gambler. The URL with phone number.
That's a baller way to do it, though. That's smart. That's smart. I like it.
It's just a little confusing.
No, I get it. It surprised me, but like that makes sense. That checks out. It's like I've always wanted you, Dave, because I always get confused whenever I search for you. I never know if I'm searching on Twitter or Instagram if it's D Carter Ruff or DC Ruff.
Yeah, that's annoying, dude. Fix that shit.
It is. You're right, and honestly, it probably hurt my social footprint.
Grow up,
can we
man.
please talk about this guy's tiny dick?
Okay, can I say something before we talk about this guy's tiny dick? I have not watched the video yet.
Okay.
I've avoided it because I have secondhand embarrassment for him. I was also only seeing clips of this while I was on the plane yesterday next to a minor. And so I didn't really want to be the guy who was looking at dick pics on a plane next to a 13-year-old.
So you didn't see the still shot either?
I saw the still shot, but it's one of those things like, so when I was flying out to Breck, every single thing on the timeline was Jeremy Allen White from The Bear, just his like crank put on my timeline. So I couldn't scroll Twitter
Time
then.
out. Is this crank out there?
I don't know.
Oh.
Dude,
oh my God.
if you're 5'7" right now, this guy is paving the way for you.
Jeremy Allen White's 5'7"?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's about what I would have guessed. Either way.
Yeah, that's
Don't know.
fair.
I mean, he won an award last night for Best Actor in a Comedy Series, and I always leave The Bear just howling with laughter.
There's nothing funny about that.
I can't stop laughing during The Bear, especially the Christmas episode.
Yeah, dude, I love it when she drives through the home.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
All right. So this Bass Pro Shop guy,
We can't even show the video on here because we'll get in
Yeah,
trouble.
we talked about it.
Birmingham, Alabama, Bass Pro Shop. This is a
Dude, big weekend for the South.
granted. I haven't been to a Bass Pro Shop in a minute, but did they? I didn't know they had tanks this size in there. This is impressive.
I'm just seeing this for the first time.
Yeah, this
So there's
is only
a
part
man-
of it. There's a longer video.
An overweight white man, not like obese, but he's overweight. He gets
All right.
naked and hops into this tank at Bass Pro Shop, and he's up against the glass with his meat just like almost pressed against the glass there.
What?
He does a real shitty dive into that water.
Yeah, but
yeah,
you
I
have to
know.
respect that he dove in and
I
didn't just
respect
slink
it.
in
I wouldn't
like
have-
he was a breaker.
Wait, I haven't seen him dive in.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one.
Yeah, he
Go
dives.
to-
He
click
dives.
the hashtag. Click the hashtag Bass
Okay.
Pro Shops. It's the first video
Got it.
from Mr. Guns and Gear
Oh,
on
here we
Twitter.
go.
Was
Let's
it,
see what this.
do we
account's
know
about.
why he was doing this?
Oh, that's a bad dive. Okay, anytime someone's naked in public, I assume they're on drugs, right?
Yeah.
They're on that shit.
Yeah.
This is not, you don't just get drunk and do this.
But is there any way that this is a fantasy football punishment?
That's a great question.
Ooh.
But this is like a life-altering fantasy punishment, right?
Yeah.
This better be like a high-stakes league if you're willing to do this.
Here's why I don't think so. Because if you have to do that as a form of punishment, you're not like openly like up against a glass with your shit showing. You like hide,
tuck it.
hide, and you're like, yeah, you're tucked in the
You
corner.
tuck it, and like maybe you flash the fruit basket to the camera, but like you're not outright showing.
Well,
Right.
also, like, no fantasy league is going to have such a strict rule about nudity that you just put yourself on a list for the rest of your
Exactly.
life. That's fucked.
This is
Could have been kids around.
which is a big problem. There probably were. I mean, it's
Well,
a Bass
small
Pro
problem
Shop.
in this.
So what? Okay, what's worse for you? If you're this guy, that you're the guy who got naked and jumped in the Bass Pro Shop tank, or you're the guy who everyone knows has a tiny penis.
It's the latter.
I don't think he used a ladder. It looks like there's rocks that he scaled to get up there.
Because this is a tiny, tiny little penis on this man.
We don't know the temp of that water. I'm gonna guess it was hovering around like 68 degrees, 67.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool if it was a cold plunge.
That would be sick. Maybe this is a cold plunge play. Maybe he's on his wellness shit in 2024.
You
Did
can
you ever
wear-
think of that?
You can wear clothes in a cold plunge.
Kind of defeats the purpose, my dude.
When he's arrested here, he's just squirming on the floor like a fish. It's funny.
Well, he does. When he exit, his
Oh.
dismount is not.
They're just dragging him off. I'm just now seeing this.
Why did he not Portnoy it and go totally? I mean, he was totally limp. What? He should have just gone full limp.
Oh, they're dragging him on his stomach, like out of there, while he's naked.
If you're the cop,
He,
wouldn't you just grab some clothes off a rack and like cover him
Yeah.
up a little bit? Like,
Yeah.
just toss a shacket on our man.
See, he had this is a real missed opportunity to just kind of, for whatever reason, go into like late 20s gangster mode as they're dragging him out of there. I'm like, you'll never take me alive.
Yeah.
I do it again. Yeah. He should have done that.
Dude,
He's clearly not down to sleep with the fishes because he just wants to vibe with those things in there.
this
I
poor
think he might have injured himself hopping out of that tank, man.
the moral hangover you have after the drugs wear off.
The one thing I've never done when like I'm hammered is show crank.
No.
Like I've never had a morning where I woke up and I was like, oh, was I naked? Like, ooh.
That's why I think he was on that shit.
I mean, it's possible. There's no explanation. This guy hasn't been doxxed yet.
I haven't seen
We haven't found his Reddit history.
I haven't seen anything about it.
It's probably for the best. I don't know if I want this guy's identity out there. I feel bad for this guy.
Ugh. That's a tiny little penis, man.
Oh, no.
It's kind of a
tiny.
pixelated Brett penis, though, which is nice. I'm glad it wasn't like HD video, 4K.
Right. Yeah. That's,
Like if pixelated
Time
Brett was a
out.
penis, it'd be this guy's.
Is this real? I'm reading like actually into the story, and is this potentially like kind of fuck?
what?
I don't know.
See?
What?
It was always going to be sad.
I don't know if
Is
I don't
he,
know.
like-
It might have been what they are describing in this person who I have not vetted possible Facebook post that's been screenshotted, a mental health event.
Mm.
Horrible reaction to meds. I don't know. Not good. And oh boy, there's some memes here. Okay. Well, there are memes.
Stop scrolling.
I gotta stop scrolling.
See, this is why I can't watch
See,
it.
this
This is
is-
why
I
like,
didn't-
I can't watch it. It's too much for me. That could have been me.
I will say it did look freeing.
Yeah. Honestly, they should like if Bass Pro Shops is smart, they should open it up after hours and let people like vibe in there.
If this guy's got some mental,
Club Bass?
some mental stuff.
Why have a tank that you can swim in if you're not allowed to swim in the tank?
Do they put fish in that bad boy? What's the point of that tank?
Yeah, there's fish in there.
There are? Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he was trying
Those
to
are-
noodle.
Those are cool stores, man.
That would have been sick had he noodled. That would have been his entry point, just a noodle.
Just got a big bass on his arm.
Oh, yeah, yeah. That would have been cool, I guess.
Dylan can't noodle, dude. Actually, could
You're
you
right.
touch a fish from the inside?
Ooh, no.
Would you rather do that or would you ever noodle?
Hell no.
I have some friends that did it on a bachelor party.
That
like thinking about a fish like all the way up on my arm?
The pictures from it are hilarious. Wouldn't it be fun to do one time?
No.
Why? Just
I would
go
not
into
be
it?
into that.
Oh, I'd do it once.
Dylan goes, but he just lays down over the noodle hole.
I don't think my arm could lift up a big fish if it bit onto it, though. That'd be the issue.
Yeah, you could.
No, I'm too small, dude. These things are perfectly tiny.
Oh,
Those things are more capable than you think.
No, dude. I'm still.
This poor guy. I hope there's no like actual mental health thing here.
There was George Costanza vibes, like all the George Costanza stuff on the timeline about it. Like I could see him doing this.
Did they taser this guy?
Does tasering hurt worse when you're wet?
I don't know. Oh, man.
Have you guys ever been tased?
No. No.
I've seen
No.
someone get tased in a controlled setting. Not the move.
Like where? Like at a demonstration in front of the school?
Yeah, it
We
was-
had that. We
yeah,
had that
they asked
before.
like one of the like they asked our class like, does anyone want to see how it feels on like a really small level? And the person that decided to do it really regretted it after. I can't like
Taser's the one they shoot at you, right? They shoot the little rods into you.
yeah, but the one that they did in school was like a handheld one. Like
That's a like stun gun.
yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how different it feels.
What like why are you allowed to tase high schoolers?
Dude, this is why people don't trust the mainstream media. AP, I'm reading the AP. It's supposed to be like your gold standard.
What's that stand for?
The 42-year-old man, Alabama man, did a quote cannonball leap into the aquarium. No, he didn't.
Wait, he did.
He did.
Oh, he did?
He
Yeah.
did cannonball, then he got
jumped
out
in.
and then dove
Yeah,
back
he
in.
jumped in numerous
I
times.
apologize to the mainstream media.
Yeah, David.
You calling fake news?
I know, and I just got outed as a fake newser, so I apologize.
Did this guy have a worse weekend than Decorative Urn guy?
No,
Decorative Urn guy didn't show his piece,
No, sadly.
and like his is actually like the
This
best
dude's
pro
just
shop
been-
guy is just sad.
That's sad. This guy has just been drinking.
Let's watch this 30-second video with audio from a wedding somewhere in the South. I'm going to assume based on the accents alone, where this gentleman was stuck in a decorative urn.
I'm doing everything I fucking can!
So like,
Just don't get stuck in the urn.
obviously, like men will literally get inside of a decorative urn rather than go to therapy. He's just stuck in it. He saw that urn and he had to get in it, and now he can't get out.
I really have a hard time down talking this guy because we've all been drunk enough at a wedding to the point where you're like, should I get in this decorative urn?
Dude,
This is a situation we would look at that old fashioned.
Oh, I know. That's
Sick.
a high end wedding if they're
That's a
serving old
good-
fashions that look like that
So
in glass.
to
That's
squat
great.
down in there, his knees, like he had to like fold his knees in.
Yeah.
And because he did that, that's what kept him. He was like locked in.
At some point, panic sets in, right?
Oh my God. Yeah.
Well, like, yeah, I mean, the claustrophobia you must feel and the panic that you have.
Oh, so uncomfortable. And when you have like just a group of people who just surround you with phones out and then all barking orders at you, like, do this, try this.
So they eventually got him out just by breaking the urn.
They
correct?
had to bust it open.
Like, they should have just done that from the immediate jump.
Apparently, there's a longer version of the video. The guy, it may be the guy whose house this is at. He's like, it's a really expensive urn or like whatever. Please don't break it.
I've seen anywhere between $500 and $3,000 urn.
Okay.
I mean, if you're gonna break it, this guy pays the bill.
Yeah.
Like you don't get into the urn without knowing that if you break this urn, you're gonna have to do it.
Yeah.
I broke something at a wedding last year.
What?
Have I told this story?
Oh, was it the table?
Yeah, I was talking to the mother of the bride for a long time after the rehearsal dinner, and everyone else was in this other part of the room, and I decided to go join the conversation once the mother of the bride went to bed, and there was nowhere to sit, and so I decided that I would pop my my butt on the coffee table and just kind of sit there for a second. And when I put my butt down, the coffee table just completely collapsed underneath me, and like it was like a cartoon. Like all four legs just went flying, and it was just not great. And luckily for me, the person who was in charge of the wedding venue said that they needed to do restoration to that table anyway, so I didn't need to worry about it. But when I saw how old that table was, I thought I was on the hook for about $4,000.
Yeah, that did not end up being as bad as I thought it was going to be.
No, like honestly, for me, I didn't do anything drunk. I wasn't doing anything inappropriate. I was just trying to join a conversation, and that's why everyone rode for me that it was very tame.
You didn't like Bill's Mafia the table.
Yeah, no,
Or Will's Mafia.
When I see very beautiful vintage Italian coffee tables, my first inkling is to not jump through them.
God, this is so embarrassing.
This is just good, clean fun. This is a situation. We've all been there.
This is like everyone can get a laugh out of this one.
We've
Even
all-
the guy who got stuck.
Yeah.
After a while.
It's yeah. Mm-hmm.
This is a fairly this is a white guy thing though. You got to just go get inside of something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I
you know
can
what?
fit in there.
There's an urn. I'm gonna go like get stuck in it.
Oh, that would be the feeling of being stuck.
And then you see the cameras are out, and you're like,
Like,
okay,
well,
well,
this is gonna be a thing.
in mere minutes,
You got to roll with it.
my face. I just like I like how he kind of gets defensive and just starts lashing out.
Yeah.
People are like, take your sweater off. Like, I don't know if the sweater's the issue.
Yeah, it's not the sweater.
More of like the positioning of the leg.
Like,
Maybe
could've-
this wasn't a wedding because the people that like
I'm guessing rehearsal dinner.
yeah, this is giving rehearsal dinner.
There's some nice.
Yeah.
That guy's rocking a nice George Strait.
yeah,
with
because
blazer
all the
jeans.
fits in this are not wedding fits. These are all rehearsal dinner fits.
They should have taken his sweater off and greased him up a little bit. You know, maybe get some baby oil or
You think
some
they
butter.
like? Yeah. Do you think they poured some like olive oil down in that urn and just kind of like mixed it up?
Dude, couldn't have hurt if they try something like that instead of breaking the really expensive thing.
You got to break the urn. Like you just got to cut your losses immediately. If I'm this guy, I'm begging someone to break it just so the video ends faster.
You think you could break it yourself, like the way to like just roll against a brick wall or something?
That looks pretty thick.
It
You
did
think
look
he's just
thick.
gonna roll over to a brick wall and shatter this thing?
I don't know, but
I'd like to see him try.
They got hammers out, and it looked like it took some actual doing
I
to
know.
break this thing.
I thought it was gonna be like an egg or something where you can just like tap it once and the whole thing crumbles.
Yeah, it was pretty.
Have you ever
well
gotten
made.
stuck in something?
No,
I got my head stuck in a beach chair when I was young.
really? How long
Like-
was it stuck?
They had to send someone over to cut me out.
Really?
I was pretty young. You know those beach chairs that have like the rubber.
Yeah.
Like I had one of those, and I just thought it'd be funny to stick my head through it, and then when we tried to get it out, it just wouldn't come out.
Dudes rock.
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. So we had to cut some of the bands.
That's so Will's Mafia.
I also
Dude, I just stack bands.
at this same pool that we went to as a kid, I also got stuck in the revolving door in one of the areas of the place for
You're
about
just a menace.
about 45 minutes. I was too small to push the door on my own,
Aw,
so I just was sitting there.
little Will.
Yeah,
Hey.
it wasn't great.
I'm going to give you each one guess as to where this gentleman, his name's Connor, where he went to college.
I'm gonna say. I want 2 guesses.
I'll give you each 2 guesses.
Can you narrow it down?
Just get based on accent.
He's either a Gamecock or a Rebel.
I was gonna say Gamecock or that doesn't sound like Mississippi to me.
He just looks Mississippi to me.
Can you run it back with the just hit play from there where he's yelling, where he lashes out because he realizes what he's done? He's about to be memed into oblivion.
I'm doing everything I fucking can. God damn it!
God damn it!
I'm gonna say Clemson. Just be different.
One more guess.
South Carolina.
You know it's state. Mississippi State.
Mississippi State.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Just like Dak.
Specifically the School of Architecture.
Really? I would love to see some of his designs and blueprints.
And I think in his...
of course, his name's Connor, too.
Dude, yeah.
He
White
might
dudes
be
named
rocking-
Connor love making mischief at weddings.
This is great. And you got the dads helping out. You got like dude who won't put down his old fashioned to help. This is phenomenal.
The toughest thing for him is the lashing out. Like if he handled this, like laughing it off and whatever, like he'd come out of this a lot more unscathed.
I did see a picture of him posing with the broken urn after the fact.
Okay, good.
And he was like smiling, so at least he's wearing it.
And like this has been so covered at this point that even if it was an expensive urn, if they really wanted to, they could do a GoFundMe and buy a bunch of urns.
This is the kind of thing that like in the moment it's really embarrassing, but give it a month, he's like, you know what? Looking back, that's pretty funny. And if I just like lean into it, I'm like the funny urn guy, and it could be a thing.
Funny urn guy.
Like he could get an interview on Barstool Sports.
What if they couldn't get him out and they just killed him and then they set him on fire and then they just used that urn as his like?
That's really dark, Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
It's
really
just a what if. It's a hypothetical.
Yeah, I don't want to touch that one.
It's just a hypothetical.
Okay. Why do they make such big urns?
I'm all about big urns, dude.
It looks like a big pot for like an outdoor something.
Chimenea?
I don't have urn money right now.
You put like a little tree in there.
Y'all cop an urn recently? You got to have it like that if you're just out there buying $3,000 urns.
Decorative urn.
Yeah, no, I don't have it like that.
Do you have just like too much money that you're just out there like, oh, fuck, let's get another urn for the backyard?
This looked like an affluent group, judging by all the sweaters with collars sticking out of them.
In the old fashioned, the
The
guy
old
wearing a
fashioned.
blue blazer with
Yeah.
a
And of
navy
course-
blazer with jeans.
Of course, the urn. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you even earn, bro?
Shit.
And the way he lashed out, something about that lash
Yeah.
out gave me like, oh yeah, okay.
Yeah. That look at his face.
Hell yeah.
in that video.
So yeah,
Fuck yeah,
here's some
Connor.
more for the folks at home.
It's just like it's just like
Connor, this is an HR issue, honey.
needs to be a decorative element in a house.
yeah.
Oh, God
Decorative
damn it.
element.
This is an HR issue.
I'm
He
done.
is, you're not going to be able to get out.
Oh, I kind of like he just gives up.
He's like,
he just gives up.
We'll get you out. We'll get you out.
We are not breaking the
I
pot.
don't give a damn who you
No,
are.
we're gonna
Somebody
get you
better
out.
get me out of this
Sleep
place.
in the
Get
pot.
you out.
Stand up.
This had to be before he was busted out. He's in too good of spirits right now.
There's moments when this dude looks 17 and there's moments where he looks 44.
Was he in his hometown?
Good question. Okay, now they're surrounding him with hammers and they're busting it open.
Fuck yeah, Connor.
Who in Wash Media is most likely to get stuck in an urn? I'm going Randy.
Definitely Randy.
It's Randy, but you can put me in
All right.
2 or 3. This is something I would have done at some point.
I can see myself getting stuck in an urn for sure, but like Randy, I can really see getting stuck in an urn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like trying to impress some females. He's like, hey, look at this. And then it's just,
Dude, chicks love it when you get in
Yeah.
urns.
It's true.
yeah,
Man, it's-
W Riz.
right.
you would have thought that if this thing wasn't round, you would have had an easier time if it was more of a Squarespace.
All right. Wow. Who are you?
Today's
Yes.
podcast is sponsored by our good friends over at Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform for entrepreneurs to stand out and succeed online. Whether you're just starting out or managing a growing brand, Squarespace makes it easy to create a beautiful website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time, all in one place, all on your terms. If you go to washmedia.com right now, you might find out that it is a Squarespace page. We built this before we even had Squarespace on board. And that's because your boy's been riding with Squarespace for a decade now. Can't find a lot of podcasters out there who have experience with a sponsor for 10 years, but you know your boy loves Squarespace. You can start it. You can start your own blog on there. You can just make a beautiful website to showcase your business. You can collect email addresses from everyone that goes to your website. You can just do it all. If you haven't checked out Squarespace, please go do it. It's so easy to build a website. Even Dylan could do it if he really applied himself.
Okay. Yeah.
They've got beautiful templates out there. Their font selection is absolutely delightful. So you're never going to have some chuggy website that you're not proud of. It's always going to look really good. There's so many use cases for it, but I just have to say, you know that we ride with them, so you should too. Go check out squarespace.com for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, go to squarespace.com/steam to save 10% off your first purchase of website or domain. Again, that's squarespace.com/steam to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Last night I got home from the bachelor party and I didn't want to do anything. I didn't want to talk to anybody. My beautiful wife had gone to Matt's El Rancho earlier in the evening, so I had a leftover fish taco.
Okay.
She went corn tortillas. The corn tortillas at Matt's are just not good.
Did she bring both kids to Matt's?
She did, but she also brought my brother-in-law and my future sister-in-law as well.
Okay.
So it was made a little bit easier. But because of the flight delay, she was going to come straight from Matt's El Rancho and pick your boy up. But because of the flight delay, I got to Uber home.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta walk over to that Uber pickup.
Yeah. So if you're in Austin and you want to go to the Uber pickup, don't go down the escalator as you're exiting the gates. Just walk straight across.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that trick.
Dude, walk straight across and then you'll eventually reach an elevator and you go down a level and you're right there. If you have any old people traveling into Austin, tell them to do this because if they're lugging their giant ass suitcase the other way, they might not make it.
Nah.
Not
convenient.
But I got the gift of something last night that I didn't deserve after a bachelor party. I got a Sunday night award show. And traditionally, the Golden Globes are my favorite award show.
Why is that?
Because they cover television in addition to movies. So you get all the stars there. I also think that the Golden Globes are much more casual than the Oscars.
Okay.
They don't take themselves as seriously, and I think people have more fun. Unfortunately, last night we did have Joe Coy hosting, who just went off script immediately when no one was laughing at his jokes, and so it wasn't exactly like the best hosting gig. He said he got the job like 10 days beforehand, which doesn't really make sense to me.
Why didn't they get Shane Gillis?
They should have just gotten Shane Gillis.
Or Cat. Cat's a hot name right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Is this the one Ricky Gervais did a few years back, or was that the Emmys?
I think he did. I think that was the Oscars.
They did. Really?
But I'm surprised they didn't kill him.
Okay.
He won an award last night and he was not there to accept it. And I did wonder if there's like maybe like a blanket banning of him from award shows.
Okay.
They didn't even do like a pre-recorded acceptance speech.
Oh, really?
Jim Gaffigan just took the award and walked off.
Okay. Well, I don't know much about Joe Coy.
The only experience I have with Joe Coy, I believe he was a featured player on Chelsea Handler's old show where they'd start the show off with a few comedians talking out some topics. And I think he was on that, and that's really the only experience I had with him. I will say, tough gig. He got dominated by Taylor Swift. I'm sure you saw that clip.
Nope.
He made a joke about Taylor Swift getting too many shots put on her at NFL games, and she immediately just took a sip of her drink in classic meme format.
Damn.
And just kind of put him in the ground.
Why not? All right.
She stuffed him in a locker.
Yeah.
Why not just go with it? It's not that bad of a joke. It's not a personal attack. Like, help the guy out. He's bombing.
Taylor Swift is too big to worry about Joe Coy's jokes.
Agree.
Like that, she's punching down by serving him that Luke.
Agree.
Do you have any? Do you guys want me to read you some of the big winners from this? Drama motion picture. Oppenheimer. Still never saw it. Cillian Murphy won. Irish boys
also
were
a
having.
short king.
Is he?
Like 5'6", 5'7".
Yeah. Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I learned that over the weekend.
We talked about it earlier. The Bear just cleaned up. We had our boy Jeremy Allen White and Ayo Adibri.
Very nice.
I think it was deserved. Here's a little surprising thing for you, Dave. Who do you think accepted the award when the Bear won Best Comedy Series? Who do you think they gave the speech to?
I would think it would either be Ayo or maybe Cousin. I could see Cousin being like the one who's very good in that situation.
They gave it to Marcus.
Okay.
He did the speech, which actually I actually thought it was a very nice thing to like have a secondary character give the speech.
Is he the cousin?
No, he is the chef. Did you watch season 2?
I haven't seen season 2.
I think he's considered the pastry chef. of the restaurant.
Got
The
it.
dessert guy.
Got
yeah.
it. I like him.
And so, yeah, he did a great job. But the big things from the night were that one, Taylor Swift was sitting with Kelly Teller, Miles Teller's wife. She's been initiated into the girl gang.
Was
His
Brittany
wi-
Mahomes there?
She was not there. They actually sat next to Willem Dafoe. Not that. They didn't sit next to Willem Dafoe.
Parks and I watched Aquaman yesterday, which Willem Dafoe is in.
Starring Adrian Grenier?
No. Starring Jason Momoa. Is that how you say it?
I'm not really familiar with Momoa's game outside of him being a unit.
Why did you watch Aquaman?
Game of Thrones. That's where he got his debut, I think.
Okay.
Because Parks is into like superhero shit right now.
Okay.
Big time.
Succession cleaned up. You know we're Succession boys.
Of course.
I was very happy about that. We had Kieran Culkin win. Sarah Snook won. All good things. I think they won Best Drama. Yeah, they won Best Drama TV series as well. Is The Bear just winning awards? Like, did they not want to go up against Succession? So they just submitted under comedy?
I don't get it. I don't know. I'm not going to even guess.
It doesn't make sense. It just doesn't make any sense.
Succession feels like more of a comedy than The Bear, if you want to really look at it.
I completely agree.
Yeah, that is weird.
I don't think they should even separate at this point. Like, I think they should just say, like, this is just the best series. I still think The Bear could have won that.
They don't do like a best show.
They just do drama or comedy.
Got it.
But the further we get from The Bear, the more that I really do respect that show.
Yeah, it's well done.
And then there was apparently something was. Did you guys see any of the Selena Gomez whisper controversy?
I saw, yes.
Selena walked over to the table where Taylor and Kelly Teller were sitting, and she whispered something to them, and they both looked absolutely shocked. And so they got some lip readers on the case. And the working theory right now is that she allegedly tried to take a photo with Timothée Chalamet, and Kylie Jenner was like, not my man.
Wait, do they have history?
They're currently
No Chalamet and
I don't know.
Selena?
I just think there might be some beef between like Selena Gomez and like a lot of other celebrities at this point.
Okay. But she's still in with the Taylor Swift group.
Yeah.
Okay.
But she was sitting at a table with all the Randy's favorite show, Only Murders in the Building. She was sitting with them.
Boring.
With Martin Short and company. There's also a working theory out there that Martin Short and Meryl Streep are dating.
Okay.
I could get behind that.
Can you imagine getting piped by Martin Short? He'd be hilarious.
I don't think he's doing bits.
I've never really thought about getting piped by Martin Short.
I don't know if he's capable of not doing bits. It's Martin Short.
That's true.
He's hilarious.
He's funny.
Father of the Bride, he's the best character. Father of the Bride 2, he's the best character.
Wait, okay. I did see the still. So do we have like John Boy reading lips? Like, what's the deal here?
I don't know. There's a girl on TikTok who I started following a long time ago, and I need her to get a hold of these videos because all she does is lip read. She does it for like if they show someone in the crowd at like a sports game, like whatever, she'll just like say, "Oh, this is what they're doing." It's a really impressive skill. So I'm hoping that she can get a hold of it, but I haven't checked yet. That's all I have on Will's recap of the Golden Globes.
I feel like I watched it now. Thank you.
I'm gonna go back and watch the Joe Coy monologue.
I just saw the video of Taylor Swift taking the sip after that joke.
It's not even that long of a monologue.
Did she body him, yo?
She made an
She took a
uncomfortable
sip?
situation more uncomfortable, for sure.
She could have turned the entire night around for Joe Coy if she just started laughing. It was like, "Oh, thank you."
Hold up your glass.
But
like,
instead, now this guy's he's never getting another gig for a long
it
time.
felt like
That's
that's
a
a
room
throwaway joke. It's not like it. Yeah, it wasn't personal.
I saw some blowback on a potential Barbie joke that he made. A lot of people didn't like that.
I didn't see that. See, I will say I didn't see that live because I sat down at about 8:20 to watch the Golden Globes, and it started about 8 o'clock or 7:20. So I didn't see his actual bombing in real time.
Yeah.
You got to get somebody up there that's trusted. Somebody you know. We mentioned Gervais. Okay, that's not going to happen again. But
I don't even recognize this dude.
run out Billy Crystal.
What the year? I don't even know what the award. It might have been the Emmys or something where they had Amy Poehler and Tina Fey, and they absolutely crushed it. And I'm like, just let them do everything.
Yeah, they were good.
I don't have anything else.
Yeah, well,
That's it.
Are you guys impressed with the energy level I have after a bachelor
dude,
party?
I am. You brought. I was lacking because I don't feel great, but you came through, man.
It was a very similar vibe after Kentucky Derby this year where I got home and Sally looked at me and she was like, "You don't look like shit."
Did you do the Saturday, like, all right, hard 9:00 p.m. cutoff?
No,
or did you just say whatever?
I immediately declared Saturday the night and started ordering espresso martinis for people.
yeah.
And so I had my first ever espresso martini with tequila in it.
You do like your knockout cocktail sometimes.
I do.
Which is a bizarre move to me.
I don't do that
It makes
anymore.
you feel like shit.
I don't do that anymore.
You know what I'm talking about, Dave?
No.
He'll be like, okay, I need to go to sleep. So he'll pour like the stiffest, he'll just like start dumping vodka in a drink and he'll just pound it. Like,
No,
okay,
after we day
it's a better
drank,
way to do this.
After we day drank, after the meetup in Chicago, I got like it was like really late, and I was like, I'm getting a martini at the bar right now. I want to
Yeah.
go to bed.
Yeah.
And it
I want to
worked.
go to bed. I'm gonna pour a really stiff drink.
Mhm.
Did you guys not go to Blue Stag?
We didn't make it. The other boys might have. The non-skiers might have. But so I ordered an espresso martini, not realizing that it had tequila in it. And then someone else asked, like, "Oh, did you get one?" And I looked at the menu and I was like, "Oh shit, I did not realize this had tequila in it." I will say that it's a nice mix-in.
Yeah.
It's
is.
it's not what I want every single time, but it makes it taste less sweet. I think I might be in on it.
Yep. I agree.
There was one person on the bachelor party who had never had an espresso martini before.
Do we know this person?
Phil.
What?
Come on, Phil.
He was really excited to go have one though, so he wasn't avoiding it, and he did have a good one to start off with, and he did have numerous more over the trip. Espresso martinis have really changed the way that people drink on bachelor parties.
Yeah. It's the drink of the year.
Yep. I did do 3 shots of Fireball over the course of the trip.
You know what, man? That seems like what you do in a ski town.
We did some Rumpelmints to end the group dinner at Barrett's request, and I brought up Randy's Lean Christmas cocktail, and people were a little confused by it. But I did ride for you, Randy. I did say it was a great cocktail, and it makes sense.
I will never be like, yeah, water and Rumpelmist does not sound good. I'll never fault anyone for thinking that.
Fireball
It's good.
and the mountains pair well together.
They bought a flask for Barrett from the liquor store, and we just begged him to fill it with Fireball, and he forgot both days. But
That would have been nice.
yep.
All right.
Touching based.
Do you guys have your conspiracy picked out?
I might do this Miami thing.
Maybe.
Well, I don't like the look on your face.
We'll see.
Okay. All right, guys, it's been real.
Bye.